How you doing?
Doing great. How are you guys?
Yeah, not too bad.
All
Good.
right. It's always good to hear. Because
How are you,
Mondays,
Ian?
I'm doing great as awesome as always. I'm always
Is
feeling
it?
awesome and doing great. I'm doing great is awesome, Shay. You like that? That's a new one.
Oh, I'm writing that down. It sounds like a bumper
Yeah,
sticker. Yeah.
right. I
Doing
know. It's
great is awesome.
doing great is awesome.
It's awesome.
Well,
Oh,
welcome, Lindsay. I'm glad you could join us today. I'm pretty
Well, thanks
excited
for
about
having
that.
me.
Yeah, yeah, always. It feels like it's been, well, I don't know, since like the last off season that we had you on a webinar to come and talk about some
Yep.
updates, and we get to do it again this winter too. So that's pretty fun. Pretty excited about it. Yeah, here we are. It's December, end of the year, last month before the new year. So we've got Lindsay on today, which we just talked about. She's from Ritch Reps and Your Marketing Trainer. She's the founder of both of those companies. For those of you that may not know her, Ritch Reps works with a lot of photography businesses that are out there, and she helps from a marketing side of things for them. I know that she's worked with some of our customers in the past, which is awesome. Thank you. She provides great service and knowledge, and we're
Yeah.
excited to have her on today.
yeah.
All right. Can we see this? This looks good, Shay.
Yep. That looks good.
All right, cool. So super quick about me. I kind of just introduced myself. I won't bore y'all with this. My name is Lindsay Sandifer. I own a marketing agency. I was actually a former national marketing consultant for a real estate photography company. And a fun fact that I actually used to be a real estate photographer. So I'm very familiar with what y'all do, have a lot of respect for what y'all do. And I understand it on a deeper level. So I'm not just coming up with all this out of thin air. I also really love the HDPhotoHub team. I've already said that, and all the clients that I work with. If any of them are on here today, shout out, hey, how are y'all? So here's a super quick outline of what I was going to talk about. Again, we're kind of switching this up today. Ian was going to go into the new reels and um, just how to access them and edit them and all that fun stuff. And then I was going to talk about kind of how to market them and sell them and the benefit of them in your digital marketing, especially social media. So we're kind of going to do this backwards today, but I know Ian has some really fun stuff to share that we were going to throw back to him anyway. So here's a little outline of what we're going to talk about, or what I'm going to talk about. Reels, are they really that big of a deal? We're going to talk about helping your clients get the most out of the HDPhotoHub marketing kit, and then how you can utilize Reels for your own marketing. And then we're going to get into some posting ideas, tips, and tricks when you are posting these Reels. And then we'll do some Q&A, whether we want to do that at the end or at the end of this section. So what are reels, and are they really that big of a deal? So at the end of the day, reels are just, let's plainly put, they are short form vertical video. That's all they are. If don't get too intimidated by them. There's a lot of fun stuff you can do with them. And the reason why they're such a big deal right now, I'm sure you've heard them. I'm sure everybody's using them. You maybe want to start using them a little bit more, is that they tend to be a little more attention grabbing. They're more discoverable in social feeds, and the algorithm really favors them right now. So it will help you rank higher, and it'll help improve your reach. So how far that video goes for little to no extra cost, which is a win-win. And kind of how to explain that in a more critical way, I guess, is that when someone watches your video, it counts as an engagement, and it tells the algorithm that people are, whether they watch the whole video or not, it counts as an engagement. So then it tells the algorithm that people are liking your video, and then it will help you rank higher in the feeds. So I kind of had a hard time, like, why is this such a big deal? But at the end of the day, more engagement, it tells people that they're liking your content, and hopefully gets it out to more people. So here are a couple stats. Again, I'm not making this up out of thin air. These are nice if you want to use them in any of your sales pitches or anything like that. So real estate listings that incorporate video content achieve 3% more inquiries than those that don't. Another one talks about vertical videos consistently performing better than horizontal ones. And when you think about it too, another little fact, or kind of dumbing it down, so to say, is that when you have your phone, instead of it being horizontal, the phones are vertical. So when you have something taking up the whole screen, being very visual appealing, attention grabbing, that's why a lot of these vertical videos are doing so well right now, because everybody's on their phone and that's what they want to see, just attention grabbing things in your face, because most people's attention span is kind of goldfish these days. So the better you can grab the attention, the more appealing, the better. It's also 90% of vertical videos have a higher watch completion rate compared to horizontal ones, and you can reach 58% more people with vertical branded video content. So now we got all the technical stuff about Reels. Those are great selling points if you have an agent kind of or a client kind of question you, so what is the big deal? You kind of have a little bit of backbone to stand on as far as getting a little technical with it. So now we're going to get into how both you and your clients can get the most out of the HDPhotoHub marketing kit, which is a win-win for everyone. So we're going to talk about selling points and benefits. So trust me, take it from someone who's been doing this for, I think I've been in marketing for 10, 12 years. I've seen it all from this like start of all the Instagram, all the videos. And then one who I am very familiar with the HDPhotoHub marketing kit. Like I said, I work with a lot of business owners on here. So I do know the marketing kit well. And you can even ask Ian how excited I personally was about these reels coming out, because the time that it saves, not only me personally, but your client, is such a game changer. Like, you can tell I am pumped about these reels. Leveraging them in your marketing pitches. We'll talk about that next slide. Just some easy points you can talk to your agents or clients about. We'll talk about some other ways they can use them to promote themselves. And then definitely remind your agents that they can go back to past properties, right, Ian? Don't all the past properties now have these reels?
Yep, absolutely.
So it's not just, the ones moving forward. So you have a whole boatload treasure box of content now, and so do they. So here's a couple quick marketing kit, quick selling points. You know, if you're in a meeting with an agent, if you're upselling this marketing kit, I know some people charge for the marketing kit. Some people include it in their photo shoots. So either way, the marketing kit just got a whole heck of a lot more valuable. And here's a couple reasons why, if you want to screenshot this, or I know we're going to send this recording out as well, but it's going to help them stand out on social media. It's going to help them rank higher in algorithms. So you can share some of those stats or explain some of those things that we just talked about. It's going to save so much time and frustration on making reels on their own. You know, everything is already pre-sized and it is designed by a professional graphic designer. Everything's right there for you, and it is just such a time saver. It's a very affordable, depending how you have your marketing kit price. In some cases free and included with the photo shoots. And then a big one is that you don't have to sign in other apps. You don't have to remember passwords. You don't have to upload and download these huge high-res files. So everything's already in there for you. There are other apps that you can make reels with, but none that you're going to have to pull in all this information, make them yourself, can take up to 30, 45 minutes. So that's just one of the biggest selling points for your customers and clients. And then let's talk about benefit of these new reels in your own photography business. Again, I am pumped about these reels, especially with the clients that I work with. Number one thing is marketing kit upsell. So this is a great passive income stream if you're upselling your marketing kits. And it's a chance to increase your average order value. So these marketing kits just got a whole lot more valuable with these pre-made reels. There's Ian, there's about 12 templates now, and maybe
12 now, and maybe a few more later today.
Okay.
Teaser.
Well, all right. Anyway, just being able to the value. So you still have all the vertical videos you can use on YouTube, Vimeo. you have all the flyers, you have all the tiles, y'all know everything that's included in this marketing kit, but it just got a whole heck of a lot more valuable. So your content creation for your own social media also just got way quicker and easier. It's going to help increase your personal reach on social media for your business. And then your marketing kits just got a lot more valuable with these ready to post reels. So with these coming out, they came out a couple weeks ago, Ian, I know we're talking about that.
Yeah,
so they are still,
about 3 weeks.
okay, so they are still super new. So it's a great time to reach out to your customers, show off what you're working with now. Tell them you can send out a marketing email. Your marketing kit just got an upgrade. Maybe you want Christmas came early. Look at all these great reels, or reintroduce the marketing kit to them, kind of a revamped version of it. You definitely want to be sharing as much as you can on social. Again, you could put one of these reels and share it probably in 3 to 5 minutes. Another little idea is maybe hosting a little workshop or a continuing education, encouraging your clients to maybe reach out to you for help. If you want to open that bag of worms, I know some people like to be a little more hands-on with their clients and help them, and just open up that stream of conversation. And then some people maybe don't want to do as much of that. So it's just an idea. You can also film a video like this, host a little webinar. It's just a great chance for you to just get back in front of have a reason to get back in front of your customers and clients. Then we're going to talk about collaborating and tagging other agents or even vendors when you're posting these examples. So it can really help get your video even further and higher in the algorithm. And we will go deep into that here in a few very soon. So now we're going to go into some posting tips and tricks, and then I'll hand it back to Ian after a little bit. Ian, did you have anything you wanted to add about any of this stuff?
No, go for it. All great points. All great points, right? I mean, it being the slower time of the year, not only for you, but for your agents as well. Hosting some sort of workshop or a webinar, or just putting out some additional communication to them. They're paying a little bit more attention now, right? Everybody kind of enjoys a little bit of time off around the holidays because it's also their slow season, which is great. But, believe that they're still checking their email. They're still going to see what's happening and keeping an eye on their business. It's a great time to reach them when they have a little bit more time and they're not stressing about the spring market and running around trying to get everything done. Like that isn't when they want to go and find out how should I market it, to social media. What are the new tools that you're offering my business? It's in the slow time of the year that's going to be the most effective. Yeah, so Lindsay, how are you doing in your presentation? You good?
Good. I'm almost done here. I just wanted to touch on these trending sounds.
Perfect.
And the thing so there is something I want to point out. If you have a business account, which I'm sure most of you do, sometimes you can't use that song you really wanted to use. I think I told Ian the other day, you get a reel together and you really want to use that, Back That Thing Up, or Taylor Swift's newest hit, or a lot of the business accounts won't let you because of copyright issues, just like you don't want someone else that didn't pay for your photos using it to sell what they have. So unfortunately, a lot of the good songs are a little restricted on the business accounts. But remember, when you're looking for those trending sounds, they'll look for the arrow versus the music icon. But both are great choices. And you can change up the speed too. If you think your HDPhotoHub reel might be playing a little quicker or might match the song better, you can make it slower or faster. So a couple tips for making awesome reels. Remember using those trending sounds. Remember, they're meant to gain traction over time. So don't get discouraged if they're not an overnight viral sensation. Remember to tag and collaborate your agents, which we'll talk about next slide. And then sharing as a story and retagging the agent is great too. And then checking your views to see what people are liking and what is working out. So on these two, you can see on the bottom how many views that these have gotten. Once you're posted and once you posted your reel and it starts gaining traction, you can see these views on the bottom of all of them. You can actually see them on other people's profile too. But these are a great way for you to kind of check and see. Some of them you'll be surprised that they just kind of take off. So you want to get that information, whether you think it was the sound, the pictures, maybe the agent you tagged, and use that in the future when you're posting. So real quick, we'll get into inviting a collaborator, which is fairly new in Instagram versus tagging. So I think everybody kind of knows what tagging is. Whoever you tag will get a notification, but they are going to have to share it either on their story or reshare it as a post. But if you tag a collaborator, it will automatically show up on both profiles as if each person both posted it. So I hope that makes sense, but this is a really, really good tactic. I think it was mainly done for like influencers that are working with businesses and brands, but it's a great opportunity for you to tag your agents. Say you're posting a property of theirs, tagging them, and then your content is going to show up in front of their entire audience. There's a good chance that their audience is probably who you are wanting to get in front of. So this is a really, really good tactic for you to use, but you definitely keep in mind that the collaborator must accept it. They must know how to accept it. So if you are tagging someone, maybe shoot them an email, a text message, say, hey, I tagged you in some content. If you accept the collaboration, then it'll show up on both of our feeds. So that is a great little tactic strategy there to increase your reach on your reels. Couple other ideas for you and your agents. Go back to older listings that you really liked. Post solds too. Those are a great idea. There's a whole bunch of different templates and there might be more on the way. And all of them look different. So don't be afraid of reposting the same property if the pictures are just amazing. A lot of people can't even remember what they ate for breakfast this morning. So don't think that they're going to be bombarded with seeing the same reel. You can do a reel of the week, property of the week. Definitely keep in mind you can change the speeds and sounds of these reels on Instagram in the editing options. And then another option too is that you can make your own little slide, whether it's in Canva or a different software with maybe your business's logo and information on the end, and you could pop it in the end or the beginning of these reels as kind of a call to action. That's a great opportunity for you to get your brand and name out there. Two more ideas that these reels, and Ian, correct me if I'm wrong, they take video as well, right?
Yeah, some of the different themes do accept video clips in there, and I'll show a little bit how to tell which ones do and how that works in this system.
Okay, almost done. You can also put a talking head video in front, whether it's you talking about your services you just did on that property or an agent introducing the property. Those are some ideas there. And then putting those video clips if they don't interfere with another product. I know I personally have had some clients where they have already are offering a reel. So this would be my suggestion on what to do there. And Ian, please chime in if you think that this is a good suggestion or not. But say you're offering, maybe you're charging $100, couple $100 for these walkthrough reels. And then now you also want to include these HDPhotoHub marketing kit reels that you can kind of just make them like 2 tiers. So the first tier, maybe it's included in the marketing kit, or it is an upsell at a charge. But then the tier 2, if you want to take it up a notch, then you can do that walkthrough video for them. And they're both just great add-ons that you can offer. Would you agree with that, Ian?
Yeah, it's a great way to do it, and with the walkthrough video, you know, when you're doing those and putting those in, you actually, with the reels that are in the marketing kit now, and you can incorporate some of that video in there, you almost get sort of like a trailer to the full walkthrough video, depending on how long that walkthrough video was, right? Say maybe it's like a 3-minute video, it's got some drone and some other stuff going on in it. You can pop it into one of the reels templates, have it grab like 15 seconds of footage in there, and it's almost like a trailer that they can post up onto reels as like as a hype video before the full thing launches, or just in addition to get that walkthrough video that you did, just get them a little bit more content overall just from that same piece of content that you're creating. And right, not everybody is doing those upsells on the walkthrough video, or not all of your agents are going to be buying those. And if you can still give them a solution that's included with the marketing kit, anytime that you're getting your media out on social media and in your clients' feeds, and getting your clients continuing to post on social media, it's good for them, helps them get more listings, help them stay in front of their audience. It's good for your media, right? Getting it out there, and having agents ask that agent, like, hey, that looks so cool, who did you have do that for you? You want that name, your name out there, getting those referrals when they're talking to the top agents in the area. So even when you're not doing the full walkthrough, super beneficial.
Right. And then, everyone who is on social media is, I feel like, feeling the, pressure to produce more content, do more, be posting even more than they already are. And, agents need content too. So doing these collaborations and offering 2 types of reels to market a property is just extra content for them, which is a great way to talk to them about it too. Last slide, don't forget you can use these vertical videos on TikTok and YouTube Shorts. Just be careful, because when you do upload any vertical video, they put their logo, which is fun, keeping TikTok. But if you take it off of TikTok, their logo will still be on it. And TikTok and Facebook and Instagram aren't the best of friends. Like my hands, they aren't the best of friends. So sometimes it's like an algorithm points off if you are sharing TikTok's logo, is what I've heard several times. All right, Ian, I know we don't have Q&A right this second, so you take it away, and then we can do some Q&A at the end.
Yeah,
If
that's
we're-
perfect. That's
if we're
perfect.
still here.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I believe I will be. I'm gonna believe. Come on, let it be true. Yeah, if you guys have questions for Lindsay, feel free to throw them into the Q&A now, and we're gonna jump into some of those here once we get to the end. Shay will be grabbing those and seeing them and kind of organizing the common ones into ones that we can ask Lindsay at the end. Lindsay, thank you so much for sharing that piece. Super beneficial. So many good tips and tricks in there. I appreciate it. I'm glad I got to go through the presentation and slides beforehand, since I've been kind of in and out this particular one. But hey, it is what it is, right? Okay. So, oh boy, I'm feeling like it's all backwards here because we were going to go first, but I'm going to roll with it. We're good. So what we wanted to do today as sort of one of the goals is really help you guys get the most out of the updates that we made to the marketing kit. How can we get you the most value from the Reels launch? How can we get you the most value from the update in the marketing kit? Lindsay got us so far of the way there already, giving you a whole bunch of tips and tricks in there on how to talk to your agents about using the Reels, how to use Reels in your business, how to take the content that you're already creating and using it to benefit your business while you're out there doing it. So I've got a few things to add to that, more from technical side, and a few other pieces through the business configuration side that I wanted to show. As we kind of get in there, I really wanted to talk about the whys. Why did we make these updates? Why are we doing what we're doing? A couple other things that I wanted to do too is give you guys a recap on the new download page, a recap on the marketing kit page, showing those launch on fully on December 13th, where if you haven't opted in yet, those are coming out live on December 13th. And we've got a couple little things in there, some tricks. So a way at, how can you set the accent color inside of the marketing kit and the download page? And also we added some new functionality to be able to control the marketing kit section order that I wanted to show you while we were on this webinar today. And then of course we're going to talk about the Reels. Yeah, I'm like tempted to switch it and talk about the Reels now, since we just got done talking so much about them with Lindsay. But I think I'm going to stick to the flow and try to not make this any more not as smooth as I wanted from the get-go. So, okay, why are we making these updates? Why are we doing this? We're really just trying to always increase the value for your business. Whether that means that we're going to add stuff to the marketing kit to increase the value of the marketing kit for your clients, and in turn help your business, make that something that's more enticing and engaging to your clients. it's always amazing when I'm out talking to businesses and I hear, hey, we found you. This agent was using a marketing kit and they were just so happy with it and so great. And they came and brought that feedback, or an agent saw another agent using this and they said, hey, how can I add this to my business? And you guys found us. It's so awesome to hear that and hear the agents out there that are really getting that value out of it, and where it's turning into value for those photography customers that we have. We for sure wanted to continue our journey of improving the client experience, especially the visuals of it. So putting out this download page of the marketing kit page, some new visuals there. It's such a big part of the experience for your clients, from the ordering to the delivery back. Of course, everything that you're doing as a business in the middle, during the services, when you're delivering, the customer service back, super duper important. Don't want to take anything away from that, but anywhere where we can enhance those, that experience overall throughout, we want to. And this was another big step that way. The other thing is, this is the first step of some updates that really have a focus on increasing your average order value. Lindsay was able to call it out a little bit in her presentation of, hey, if you are offering these either as an upsell or included in some package, it can increase that average order value. Now, if you're including it on everything, you're not increasing your average order value, but you're still increasing your value to your agents. And I want to talk a little bit about that and how the businesses that are doing that are succeeding in the way that they do them. So let's go ahead and get started here on my piece of the presentation. So this always just kind of cracks me up right now. So here is our current marketing, or our current download page. So for anybody that hasn't seen the new page or hasn't enabled it on the new page, you'll notice if you go to any download of your existing property that you have in the system, you'll see a little banner up here at the top to take a look. If you click it, you're going to get the new experience. So still has the copyright license and stuff, of course, so that they can accept it and get ready. What you're going to notice in this new download is it's just a lot more visual, right? We've got visuals of the property back behind, visuals of the agent. And if you're ready to use this for your clients, you can enable it here and also in the business settings, but I'm going to cover that kind of at the end once we do this quick recap on these. A few things that you may have noticed: the marketing kit slide out here. So bring a little bit more. Something that we did with this was trying to add the value and remind people, especially those that already may have purchased the marketing kit or it was included with a package that they bought, that they have that and it's in there and ready for them to use. And the ones that haven't, rather than just taking them to a page with text that said, hey, imagine how great this is going to be for your business, we're showing the assets now with their media in there, which is super awesome. We'll go in and take a little bit of a look at that as well later. Everything's a little bit bigger, and also just throwing this out there, we are going to scale it down just a little bit. It turned out just a little bit bigger than we wanted once we kind of looked at it, a couple different screen sizes and things. So I think that's rolling out later this week. It should be scaled down about 80-ish% of where it's at today. Just like the marketing kit, or just like the download page today, they can download video here. They can come and download the photos in all the different sizes. And they can come and download the originals. If you have other assets in there, like embedded 3D sites, those are still up at the top as well. Floor plans are in here as well. So again, I won't beat this up too long. Really, what I wanted to showcase is, again, the marketing kit kind of popping out up top. It's also noted down at the bottom. You get this nice look down here to show you that it's ready and ready to go. So if we pop over to the marketing kit for this, just fair warning, we're going to get the old experience at first. All right, we haven't upgraded this business yet. So again, if you go to any of your marketing kits, just like any of the download pages, you'll see the take a look button up here, and you can click it to enhance it. So we're going to go ahead and update that. So you're going to see that right away, they're going to get kind of that fan of images of what's all available. There's a few changes in here. They can add property information now from the marketing kit page, so they don't have to actually go log in and go edit the details. They can upload their own profile photo. They can also update their profile data. That one will have them actually log into the system, but nice, quick, easy links to be able to do that and make that happen. And right away, we're starting out with the reels. Now, I mentioned that we can change the order of things. I'll show you here in just a little bit on how we can do that. But again, just wanted to kind of lead with the value here. We rearranged the sections a little bit, and that's where we got some feedback of, hey, I'd really like to still have certain sections in certain positions because my clients are used to it. And, we like to listen to feedback. We like to try to execute and help you guys in your business anytime that we can. So we were able to add some of that functionality. But from our standpoint, as far as somebody getting like their first ever marketing kit, leading with those reels has got a ton of value. They're really, really popular. The reels graphics are still in here. Lindsay kind of mentioned, hey, if you have a slide for your business that you want to throw in at the end, that's a great use for your agents that are already using reels and doing a great job of maybe just posting, like almost like selfie videos of themselves talking and talking about something. It's easy for them to add these little images on there as a closer and opener for that to just kind of, bring it in and just kind of up that production value, even when they're doing a quick picture. Let's see. So they still have the ability to set a default share image. So they can pick those from any of the graphics that are in there. Of course, you can still edit the reels, and everything's just a little bit bigger again. So they can see it easier. Another big difference here is we brought in the property site and made it a lot more visual than it was. So not just the links that are there, but also brought in the ability for them to be able to change the property site if they want to, based on their selection at the time that they're coming and looking at it. So here, if they wanted to switch the theme, that's something they can do now. They could switch it over to Vega. They can keep it the one that you made as the default. Or before, maybe some of those additional options may not have been. They had to go inside the account to go and make that change. Flyers are still available in there. And the traffic report, we brought it out so they could get a little bit more visual since showing some more of the updates on the property websites, being able to see those as well. Okay, so great new visual presentation. We're really, really excited about. One of the big things that I mentioned was the ability to, increase your average order value and sell this. So something that we hear often is people talking to us about pricing. Like how are you pricing this in your market? What do we see? How are others doing it? There's really like three paths, right? So we see businesses that include it on everything, which is great. The businesses that do that, the way that they're going to get the value out of that is through how they market that to their customers. How are they explaining the value that they're giving by giving this away to their customers, including it with their services, how they're educating them, how they're showing them, and how they're getting them to engage with the marketing kit. Again, if you're giving this away today, that new slider that's on the download page to show the marketing kit right at the top, huge benefit to make sure that your agents know that it's there and available and they can click over and it's already ready for them to use. Super awesome. The other common thing that we see are people including it with certain packages. So they might have a photos and drone package, or they might have a photos and a 3D package. And then they can add something like the marketing kit, which is just a digital upgrade. The reason why that's kind of beneficial for these businesses that are doing it is it doesn't take any additional time when their photographer's out on site. It's nothing else that their photographer has to capture. It's nothing else that you have to pay the photographer for, right? It's something that you can just include through our system and be able to just make a one-click difference to be able to then say, hey, here's some additional value of a marketing kit as well. It's really great. One of the reasons that I like to kind of encourage the use of it in those packages that have multiple media sets is really once you get over onto the property website, the way that the media is displayed there when you have multiple sets like your 3D tours and video and images, it's typically going to be a better experience than what they're going to see how that media is going to be presented on the MLS or how it's going to be presented by the broker's website that they may already be getting for free. I know that a lot of agents say, hey, I don't really need a website. My broker already provides it, and that's great. In this case, it's something that you can give them where you can say, hey, this is probably going to display your media in a better way than your broker is today. But also the second benefit of that property website is when you are posting on social media, it's a website you can direct people to capture leads that only has your contact information on it, and it only has that one property on it. It's not a website where somebody's trying to, get you to go to hang around and go look at other properties. It's not a website that somebody's selling advertising to other real estate agents on and showing other agents on that listing. It's all about you and that property and trying to get some leads. So, I hear them. I know, like, not, property websites aren't the thing, and I wouldn't lead with it personally, but it's more supplemental to what's there from the social media side, right? When you are posting that content and they're wanting to capture a lead and have it directed somewhere, the property website's a great spot to do that. The other option that we see is people including it just always a la carte, right? So they don't include it with any packages. It's always an upsell. So those last two, obviously, you have to set a price point for it. What we typically see people doing is pricing the marketing kit right around that $20, $25, $30 range. Let me pop over to another sample here and kind of show you how the upsell process works with the new updates on the delivery page here. So let's go ahead. Actually, you know what? We're going to upgrade the site first. We're going to do the upgrade, and then we'll go ahead and do that. So to upgrade, I mentioned that you can go to any marketing kit, click to see the new link, and you've got this option down here, yes, enable for my clients. Another option, if you don't want to go that path, or if you said, hey, I don't have one handy, what's another way I can do it? You can actually go ahead and just go under business and go to your default settings. And if you scroll down, you'll be able to choose to enable the new download marketing kit pages, and just save your changes and you're good to go. Now you're upgraded and your clients can see that new experience. Okay, so let's start on this delivery, right? So it's just a delivery site, no marketing kit included. So you sent this out to your client, they clicked on the download page, and they land on this new beautiful marketing kit experience. Of course, again, if you have the copyright set up for them to accept, they'll need to go ahead and do that. So the marketing kit piece is going to roll out and say, hey, it's waiting. They're busy. They want to download the photos. Totally get it. They'll be able to come through, download the photos, any other assets. They may get to the bottom as well, just double checking that there isn't anything in there, and they just keep seeing more of this, like, hey, your marketing kit's ready. Take a look. If they haven't upgraded yet, what that's going to do is it's going to send them over to the marketing kit page where they're going to get to preview a whole bunch of the marketing kit. But it's all going to be locked, and so it'll show the price that you have it set for. In this account, we've got it set to $19.99, and so they're going to be able to see some of the assets in here, where it is in the different styles and have the samples over it, and you'll see it's kind of watermarked with that sample. If you see any of the agents posting with that, you'll know how that happened. Hopefully agents aren't going to screenshot and make that a problem. But they'll be able to buy this and unlock it, right? So they'll be able to just click buy now. It's going to take them right over into the cart where they'll be able to check out and make that payment and get them going on that marketing kit. Super easy for them to do. They can preview it in such a better way than what they saw before that it just really is pretty great. Now, what does that mean for your business, right? Like, why is this important to us? Well, we want to help you, make more money, because we know if we help you make more money, then we're adding great value to your business, right? You're going to want to continue to use our services. I know I've shown some of these before, but if you haven't seen them, these are some real businesses that I grabbed towards the spring of last year, where they were selling marketing kits. So this particular business had it priced around $29 per marketing kit. In that 90-day period, they shot about 200 or 600 houses, and they upsold it on about 400. Their marketing kit revenue at that volume was $12,000. Their total expense of our system was $4,700. They ended up making $7,000 from those marketing kit upsells, right? So not only now is the system, it pays for the system and then some. It's great for that business. We love to see it, right? You guys know the agents. You guys have the relationship with the agents. We don't work directly with agents. Please take this out, show some value, and help your business with it. A second business here priced at $15 per marketing kit upgrade. They made about $5,100 in marketing kit revenue. Their total expense of the system was about $5,000. So they just barely, made a little bit of profit there, but still it covered their entire cost of using the platform. Third business priced at about $25 per marketing kit. They had a good good, right? About 130 of the properties out of 260 were coming through doing that. I got them 3,200 in marketing kit revenue. The system cost them about $1,600. So they made about $1,600 through those marketing kit upsells. This additional exposure and showing more of what's actually included in the marketing kit can help your business achieve those results too, especially as you're out promoting on social media and especially as you're out talking with your clients and your clients are getting excited about putting that out. Definitely try to take advantage of this if you aren't today. So something that I want everybody to do and follow along with me here, if you can, if you're on your computer, is if you go to your account, go to business, and on the left, go to shopping cart, and double check that you have a price for the upgrade of the marketing kit if you don't include it on all of your sites. So if you scroll down, you'll have an option under the system product categories, delivery site to marketing kit upgrade. This is where you're going to set that price. So in this case, we've got it set at $19.99. Go ahead and put your price in there and go ahead and update the status to active. It may be inactive, so go ahead and make that active just to make sure that when this rolls out and when you're ready, again, the upsell's offered on the current download page too. It just isn't the great experience that it is on the new option. So just prep your business if you're not already including it on everything that you're doing. Be sure to put that price in there and be able to help it out. Now, if you're wondering like, hey, should I be at the high end of the price, the low end of the price? I would say it kind of depends on your strategy. If you're going to include it with some of your packages, then I would actually say, hey, I'd probably price it a little bit higher. You know, maybe move closer to that $30 mark, because then the value that you're giving to that photography package that you're including it with, right? It's up. It's higher because they're seeing that price as a la carte as $30. Now you're giving it away as part of that package. If you are always doing a la carte with it, I would actually do the reverse. I would actually price it a little bit lower, right? Anytime that you're upselling it is going to be additional revenue, and you want to try to get as many of those upsells as you can. And if lowering the price kind of helps bring your percentage as a whole up, I mean, even when you're priced at $20, you're still over 100% margin on that upsell, which is great for a business. So if you can price it down and get more volume, I think it's going to be really beneficial and work out well for you. You know, it's a great way to cover your platform costs by using the platform to its fullest potential. Okay, so follow along with me here just a little bit more. So we're going to go over to business and we're going to go to business details. And if you scroll down, you will see you have a primary accent color. If we come over here and look, we've got our marketing kit is ready. Let's see, I feel like it's a little bit, I'm going to go back over to the download page. You see the download videos is gray here. I've got that accent color set as gray. If you go ahead and update that to be one of your brand colors, if you need to do more colors, you can enter hex codes here. So if you know the hex codes that are part of your brand, or if you don't, there's a way to look them up. You guys all know how to use Photoshop and the dropper to find a code, or Google it if you have the right the like RGB colors. But go ahead and set an accent color. And so when you do that, it's going to update the branding on the download page and the marketing kit page to be playing off some of those accent colors. So you can see where we've got the red that's in here. Again, it just adds a little bit of color, a little bit of pop, and just makes it a little bit more your own when you're doing that. The other piece that I promised to show was how you can update the different marketing kit sections and how they're displayed, right? So if we go over to the marketing kit, we'll take a look here and you'll see that we've got the social media videos are first, then we've got the stories and reels, then we've got the landscape posts. So if you go over to business and then default settings, there is a marketing kit page design. Now this only impacts the new marketing kit. So if you haven't enabled the new marketing kit, it's not going to change anything about your about the old look. But if you click this modify button, it will actually let you move sections up and down. You can also choose to hide certain sections if you want to. So if there's something that you don't want to be shown on that main marketing kit, feel free to click the little eye and that will hide it. There's some default settings that we have to disable some of these sections too. If you have those on, even if the eyeball is showing, know that those are actually still going to be hidden by default. So to rearrange these, you can just drag these up and down. And as you change them, as you drag them up and down, it's going to change back on the actual presentation of the marketing kit as well. So something that we had were, we had a few businesses say, hey, I'd really like to keep the property website front and center on mine. If you wanted to do that, go ahead and just drag that site design section up to the top, save your changes, and then it's going to start with that section. But again, we're going to keep this one so that social medias are really, really the focus here. Okay. So now that we've talked about all of those, let's get a little bit into the reels. And I know we're running a little bit long, and then we'll jump into the Q&A. Yeah, no, it'll be, the Q&A is going to have some great value in there. So I'll keep the reel stuff pretty short overall. So let's go ahead and just start with this one. So a couple things that I wanted to show, and a couple things that we've had since the last time that we showed some of this. So Lindsay asked earlier, or just kind of confirmed that you can do video. You can, but only on certain styles. So I'm going to show you a little bit on how you can recognize which style you can do that on. So when you come into one of these reels to edit it, if you click on the image, you'll see images get picked over here. There's a couple things going on here. So we've got the blue image here. That's the one that's currently being used. And we've got some other images that have check marks. They're actually being used later on. So if we were to scroll down, we'll see those are getting used down in some of these other areas. So if we want to change the photo here, we can go ahead and just click and change it. You'll see that photo that's back behind has now updated. Something else that is cool when it's this style of reel is, say we wanted to adjust the crop on one of these, maybe this kitchen one, we want to adjust the crop on. When it's a single image like this, we can do that. So we can come in and say, hey, let's focus maybe just on this faucet. It kind of fits in there nicely, and it really says kitchen a lot more than kind of what we were seeing before. Awesome. Again, this is for your agents that want to dive in and be a little bit more advanced, or if this is something that maybe you're going to post to your social media as well, then you might pop in and do a few of these little things. Average agent grabbing this, again, this is only up on the screen for like 2 seconds when it's in that mode. Like, don't sweat it. Don't worry about it too much. How they're designed comes out really great, especially when you're using that starred media to make them featured. I'm going to say, all right, everything else looks good, except for maybe we don't want it to say a property that rocks. We want to say, oh, I don't know, ready for that property that maybe inspires. Perfect. So we're going to update some words there too. Piece of cake. So you can come in adjusting words, adjusting images, all of that stuff, just like you would on the tiles. And so we can save that, and that'll be ready. What's really cool about the videos is you can actually preview some of those changes right away. So you can see we've got the photo in the background that we updated. We're going to see the crop update here. So those are all real-time previews. And then when they go to download it, there's going to be a little bit of it prepping the video and getting it all ready for them to be able to see. So, okay, these three all kind of have that similar style, right? When I click into them and click on an image, again, I'm going to see the check marks. So I kind of know, okay, this is single image mode. Those ones can't take video yet, although it's been requested and on our on kind of our longer term roadmap for sure to make that piece a little simpler to do. The next three actually all can take video in them today. So if we take a look at this for sale one, if we come in and click edit here, you'll see rather than having multiple pages, right? I don't scroll down and nothing happens here, but there's still like the slideshow playing in the background. So that's usually a giveaway. If you see the photos moving in the background when you come into this editing mode, it's going to have that different editing style. So in this case, we're going to get all the different media up in the corner, and you're going to see that they're numbered. So a couple things that you can do here. So you can rearrange them if you want. So if we bring this one down, or maybe we want to get the living room in there too, you'll see those are rearranged. The other thing that you can do is you can add additional images. So we're going to add this, we're going to add this. And this is where you can also have video clips. So this one is actually a video. We're going to scroll it up. And if you don't want to keep scrolling it up like I was, you can actually click into the photo or into the media piece and just move it to the front. And so now it's going to be starting with that video at the front, and we added a couple media pieces in there. Now, if there's a photo that you didn't want to include, Let's say, hey, we were going to take out this bathroom photo here. You can just click the X and that's going to take them out. So this arrangement that I'm doing here only applies to this particular reel. It doesn't apply to the property site, the way that things are displayed in the gallery. It doesn't apply to other reels. So now if we take a look at the preview, we'll be able to see this panning image of this. This is just the video clip that was in there. It's just kind of on a slider panning the space. You'll see it kind of moving across and doing its thing there. Now, if you wanted to do something that just had video, you can certainly do that, right? Like we could take off the rest of these photos and just let it be video for that, which is pretty awesome as well. Some of these other, let me jump around, I was scrolling. Some of these other styles, again, these are all ones that when you click, if you see the numbers over on the right and the blue, that means that it can take video, and you can come in and pop that in and select it and drag it into the position you want. So like in this case where it isn't quite as blocked, I guess I'll use the shortcut again. We'll get it into that first spot. Now when we view this, we'll see again the video right from the get-go. Now you can already imagine if you guys did a walkthrough, you know, how nice this is to have it get added in and rolling right through there. Feeling good. So we'll go ahead and save this. And so there's a mix throughout here where there's ones that are have kind of that slideshow format that let you do video, and the ones that don't. As we continue to mature this product and bring new offerings, I know that our team has some great ideas to do ones that are really just for video. Like, hey, we're going to show this and bring it in when this has a video and be able to just put video in there and really have it focused on saying, hey, we know that when we create this one, it's going to have a video clip and we want that video clip to play for X amount of time type of thing, and be able to go in and add those. So pretty exciting stuff. Okay, the other thing that I wanted to touch on, and I know that Lindsay was able to remind us that we can replace whatever music that it may download with whatever you're posting on, whether it's Instagram or stories. They have easy options for you to just select music, and it's going to post over the top or post, you know, in as a replacement. So it'll take out your audio and add their own audio. So get those trending sounds in there. But if you do have an agent who says, hey, I really want the audio on my reel to be matched to what's on my property site, no problem, because that's how it's going to work by default. So when you go in, or if you've got an agent that says, hey, I don't really like that song, but I didn't see anything in the trending sounds, but there's this one in your system I really like. If they log in and go to site design and then scroll down to the background music, any of the background music that they choose here is going to automatically get applied over to that reel as well. So any of the music that you choose for the property site is also going to apply to any of those reels. But again, highly, highly recommend them to use the trending sounds, or even just the music that's available for the business side of the Instagram. You know, there's some great options in there, and they're going to tweak their algorithms over time and see which ones work better and all that good stuff. All right. Sorry for running long, guys. So now I think we'll do super fast recap and then jump into Q&A. So Shay, if you want to snag a couple questions, maybe we can start with the stuff for Lindsay. I'm sure that that's more exciting than the stuff that they would have for me. But yeah, look them over, Shay, and yeah, I mean, really the takeaways for this, you know, if you can send out some marketing to your clients, let them know what's coming. We actually do a little of announcement in here. We've got a new video that we're going to send out to everybody that you can use to promote the marketing kits, including the new reels. It's a good, I think our marketing director Kevin would call it a good sizzle video. It's got the pop. It's kind of short, and again, everything in it is set up so that it's speaking to your agents. There's a spot in there for you to add your branding at the beginning and the end if you'd like. Also, another quick announcement before I get into that piece. We've got 3 new reels that are coming out that are super cool. Really like some of these new styles. There's a real good catchy one in there that I think you guys are going to enjoy. So that's pretty fun that we're going to be able to continue to come through and do more updates on these reels as we kind of continue to work through the winter season, giving out some new options and new reasons for you to be reaching out to your clients and just saying, hey, I've got a new option, or posting on social media saying, hey, we've got this new option that looks great. We're going to keep that up for you through through these slower seasons so you can stay in front of your people. And again, educate your clients. Take these opportunities to post them and say, hey, let me know how I can show these to you. Let me know how I can help you do some of this in your social media, if you have time and if that's something that you're interested in doing. Putting those efforts in to get those clients, it's going to make them fans of yours for a long time to come, and being able to just kind of keep them relevant on there. Remember that everybody will be automatically updated to the new marketing kit experience on December 13th. So be sure to just kind of have that on your radar. If you haven't opted all the way in yet, be sure to check it out today. Opt in if you're ready. Otherwise, we got about a week and a half until the 13th. All right, Shay, we're ready for some questions. And I see that Lindsay dropped off.
Perfect. So I will scrap those ones. Oh,
I
she
was
is.
gonna
She's
say, I
back.
think
She's back.
Yeah, I figured. I was hoping that she would be back by the time that I finished some of those announcements.
Yeah. You guys.
One more
you guys.
time.
Yeah,
For
right.
good measure.
Just perfect fitting order of how this has gone so far. But that's all right. We're just starting Q&A, so we're ready, Lindsay. Shay, what do you got to
Perfect
throw
timing.
her way?
So first of all, forgive me, guys, if I ask you a question that you already covered. Everyone went nuts with the question, so I was just typing away, really just not listening at all to you guys. So if I ask you a question that you covered, let me know, and we'll grab something else. But Lindsay, I have a couple that maybe a little bit more geared towards you. A couple of them I don't understand, so hopefully you can add some clarity to them. The first one is says, does hiding the like count help with organic reach? I don't know exactly what that meant. If you don't either, I can grab another one.
No, that's fine. So on Instagram, sometime in the last several months, they allow you to hide the like count now. I have read both ways, honestly, and I'm not Instagram, so I don't know for sure. I've read more so that it doesn't affect the algorithm still reads how many likes you get, and you'll still get notification on how many likes you get. But if it bothers you, you don't want your likes on your videos, then feel free to take them off. They did that for a reason. So I've read that it doesn't affect, but again, I'm not Instagram, so.
Yeah. All right, next one is add a collaborator only for Instagram.
As of right now, yes, you can co-tag people on Facebook, but you've been able to do that for a while.
Yeah. I have another one. I feel like we may have covered some of this. I'll throw it out there if you feel like we've already answered this in a reasonable way. We can move on. But the question was, what's your advice on the best way to present these features to agents? I feel that we may have covered some of that, but yeah, did you have anything else you wanted to add to that?
I was waiting on Ian to premiere him and Kevin's big video. Got a little sneak. It's an awesome video. Sharing the reels, an email, again, hosting a little webinar or a little, get your marketing together for the new year, anything like that, reintroducing this big, beautiful marketing kit that's just really eye-catching. So I would say email, social, use the HDPhotoHub video. There's several different things, but don't be afraid to repeat yourself. Usually people have to, the rule of 7 to 9 times to grasp it. Also, some people, it'll be a little bit of a learning curve to kind of understand all this and how to use it all. So, and education too, guys. I mean, educate your agents on why this benefits them. That's all they want to know really at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I feel like don't sleep on that you can send it out multiple times and you're still going to be reaching some new people that haven't seen it yet. I know.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's people on the webinar today that haven't seen some of the new marketing kit and download page stuff. Right. This might be the first time, but right. We've done webinar, we've done emails, we've done posts on social. So it's okay. It's okay that people do that. You're busy in your business. Same with your agents. They get busy in their business. And just, kind of continuing that drip and continuing to remind them, right? They're like you.
And, you can take different pieces. You can market the new marketing kit experience as a whole, but then don't be afraid to pull out pieces. We have reels, just an email on that. We have the social tiles, just an email on that, and drip it over several months is a great way to just stay in front of them. And it helps them at the end of the day if you have that, mindset.
Yeah, I really love the idea of promoting the sold templates that are in there. I know in the reels, if you click the view more, there's a handful of sold ones that are below. Great way to encourage your agents to like, hey, just keep posting. And here's an excuse for you to talk to your agents and give them an idea for something that they can be doing while it's slower. So
Yeah. Yeah, I know we're going a little bit over here. Do you want to take a couple on the HD side, or how are you feeling?
sure, yeah. I mean, if there's
Yeah.
more for Lindsay, go for it. I feel like right, everybody gets to hear us, and we can grab the questions and send emails and things back. So if there's more for Lindsay, go for it. If there's a couple good ones that you see on the HD side, I'm happy to jump in. But yeah, maybe we can do just a couple more minutes of Q&A here.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys hanging with us along. I know there's some technical difficulties throughout, so
Just a couple.
thank you.
Just a couple.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, go
All right.
ahead, Shay.
All right. So this one would be for you. So I
Okay.
had this question asked quite a few times. People asking about their ability to do custom reels just like they can do other custom social media components.
Yeah, so we do plan on putting that out, and we're gonna do a little bit of training and things with it for like, how can you use the tool like many of the other ones. Probably the easiest way is going to be to make a copy of something we have and then make some tweaks and updates to that. But yeah, looking forward to sending out some more information on how you can customize those and go even further.
Yeah. You think a couple more?
Sure.
All right. Let's see what I got here. So this one's about the mobile experience of the reels. Can the reels be edited and downloaded from your phone?
Um, Let's see. Editing on the marketing kit. I'm pretty sure that, yeah, everything's still okay there when you're on your phone, right? A whole bunch of the stuff that I'm more used to seeing now is how is it when you're on the app? And when you're on the app, it's pretty great. Right? They can post directly to Instagram. So rather than a download button, there's a share button, which will also give a download option. But they can post right to Instagram. They can post right to Facebook stories. Huge benefit there. If you have the app and you're not seeing the new reels, shoot us a quick email. I know that our team's going through and doing app updates, but along with that, there's an agreement inside. I don't remember if it's Apple or Google offhand, but there's an agreement in there that you have to go and agree to. One of them updated some of the terms or something similar to where you have to say, yep, still good, and then we'll be able to push those updates. But yeah, it's a great reason to think about getting the app for your business this off season. If you're not, it makes it so much more convenient for your agents to be able to go and access and make those edits and just way easier way to share it out to Instagram or Facebook.
I'll super quick chime in that I would suggest posting either from Facebook and Instagram, you can connect your accounts and post one time. Recently, within the last maybe 6 months or so, you can now post those reels. But I would suggest either posting them directly into Instagram, just like you said, just sharing straight from there, or posting in the Facebook versus posting like using like a third party complete like outside, because that is supposed to help with your algorithm. If Instagram and Facebook want you to be in their apps as long as possible. So if you're using some third party outside scheduling system, maybe try to use the Facebook or Instagram when you're going to post. And that makes it very easy. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it goes direct to it, right? So not no weird like third party or anything through
That's
there because it
awesome.
just pops you in and takes you to their app. So yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. What do you think, Shay? I think we got time for one more.
Okay, I want to do this one too because hopefully you didn't cover this, but I love this new feature. The question was, do you still need to add property info on the site data tab?
Yeah, I did show
Yeah.
this, but I will show it again.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I do love it.
I had my head down, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
But,
you're good. You're good. So on the marketing kit, let's see, this is not the upgraded one. So on the marketing kit, your clients can now just come in and click, hey, I want to add property info. It's going to give them the ability to add the price, beds, baths, square footage. And then, of course, that all ripples down through the other material. They can also upload their photo logo in here right away. If they need to update any of their information, they can click on that and it'll take them to their account update page as well. So yeah, that'll all pop through. If they're not logged in, that piece, that last one for the profile data, will have them log in, but the other two they can execute on just right away, which is pretty great. Awesome. Well, thank you everybody for joining the webinar. If you guys have any questions or anything additional that we didn't touch on, please reach out to our customer support team. You guys already know they're great. I don't have to say that over and over. Send us an email, let us know. If you have feedback, reach out, let us know. Again, December 13th is when this is going to roll all the way out. If you haven't opted in your business yet into the new download and marketing kit page, the reels are out now and available even on the old marketing kit page. And if you have any questions for our team, please reach out. Look up Lindsay if you want, right? Follow her on Instagram. Lindsay, do you have your handles handy?
Somewhere. It is Ritch, right? You want me to put in the comment section? But it's Ritch, RITCH Reps for one of them, and then your marketing trainer for the other one. I share a bunch of marketing tips and all that fun stuff. And then Ritch Reps is the marketing agency. So
yeah,
thanks, Ian.
Yeah. If you guys, she does work with some customers one-off. So if you're interested in, like, hey, I know I need to do this, but I don't really I seem to always fall short even when I have a great plan. Lindsay's a great person to be like your action person to get it all the way done and work with you on that strategy and stuff. So reach out if you're looking to improve that this year. But awesome. Thank you guys all for being here. Let's call it a wrap. You guys have a great Christmas and we'll see you in the new year.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
All right.
Maybe we can wish for some new internet setup for Christmas.
Yeah, come on, Santa. Come on,
I know what I'm
Santa.
getting you guys for Christmas.
Yeah.